Now, Professor Bafwa says the Speaker of Parliament has demonstrated a high level of integrity that Ghanaians should be proud of. This follows the Speaker revealing that he turned down an appointment by former President John Mahama to chair the board of the National Health Insurance Authority in 2009. The Speaker believes in not meddling parliamentary work with that of a government business. Here are excerpts of what he said.
I listened to the minority leader. Let's look at the concept in the Constitution, where it is Parliament that exercises oversight over all those boards, public boards, and the same members of Parliament go to sit there and then report back to the House, come and participate, and then oversee what they have done over there. The principle of the law is clear. What is not specifically prohibited by the law is permitted by the law. But when it's specifically prohibited by the law, it's caught within that prohibition. And so, I, for example, as majority leader in 2009, when I was offered the position to be Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, I rejected it because I could not subsume the authority of a majority leader, the leader of the House, as a minister to be under the dictates and directive of the executive. So I have always argued against the majority leader, leader of the House, being a minister of state. People disagreed with me, and they continued. Today, I was offered to be chair of the National Health Insurance Authority, as you all know. Speakers chair it. I rejected it because I think it's not proper to go and chair the board, submit reports under the supervision of a minister. The Speaker is now under a minister, and the report will come to the House, and the House will now be presided over by the minister, the Speaker. And I said no. I rejected it. But that's what used to happen. Some of you don't know. That is not proper. You cannot go and chair the boards, the corporations, work over there, submit reports through the minister. The minister submits the report to Parliament. Then you come and preside over those reports and approve or disapprove. Please, issues of conflict of interest, prejudice arise. I have no problem with any member testing the matter in court. That is what the courts are there for. But I'm very clear in my mind that the step I've taken is one of the correct and best steps.
Acting to this on the Super Morning Show on Joy FM, Professor Bafwa praised the Speaker's decision as an act of principle and of national interest.
When I heard the Speaker the first time on this matter, and this on a very light note, when I was a kid, around 3 years, 4 years, whenever I did something that impressed my mother, he said, come, let me carry on my back to show his deep appreciation for whatever I have done. And when I heard the Speaker articulate this view, I felt the same way, that if it were possible, carry him on my back. I think this is the most sustained statement to be made on the issue of conflict of interest that has really eaten deep in our governance structure. Interesting, watching the proceedings of the vetting of the judges. For one of them, I think the deputy chair of that committee, appointments committee, apparently is also the chairman of the board of the GRA, Ghana Revenue Authority. So when an issue was raised about filing tax, this individual came into a place. It was only later I understood that, in fact, he is the chairman of the board, presiding over this committee, and on the issue of filing tax, as chairman of the board, being there to defend it. That's another illustration. But to come back to Speaker Bagbin's statement, I think he has demonstrated something that all of us should be proud of. We are in this country, and parliamentarians do preside over board of state institutions. And as the Speaker, the legislator is charged with exercising oversight over these institutions. How can they do their work in the legislative fashion? So just my initial comment, I think Speaker Bagbin has opened us up with the most vivid illustration of what conflict interest is.